Hello and welcome to HW News. This is me, Aarti. Let us have a quick look at the headlines today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who is in Mahabalipuram for an informal summit with Chinese President Xi Jinping, began day 2 of the meet with a message of fitness and cleanliness. Ahead of his meeting with Xi Jinping, PM Modi took to plogging, which is jogging while picking up litter, on a Mahabalipuram beach and called upon people to ensure our public places are clean and tidy. He shared the video on his Twitter where he is seen picking up litter, including plastic bottles and wrappers from the beach. He mentioned that he later handed over the collection to Jayaraj, a part of the hotel staff. In his Mann Ki Baat address, PM Modi had lauded the efforts of India's first blogger Ripu Daman and acknowledged his efforts towards both Swachh Bharat and the Fit India movement. Plogging is a fitness trend that began in Sweden in 2016. It was given its name by Erik Elstrom, who is a ski and running enthusiast. The word combines jogging and plocka up, which is Swedish word for pickup. Let's move on to the next news. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Chinese President Xi Jinping held a 2.5-hour pleasant conversation over dinner on Friday, resolving to further energize bilateral development partnership and insulating the overall ties from differences over contentious issues. The meeting at the magnificent Shore Temple complex under a sea-facing colourful tent in this coastal town continued much beyond the scheduled time as both the leaders, helped by 2 interpreters, touched upon a range of issues including complex ones over sumptuous local Tamil delicacies, sources said. External Affairs Ministry spokesperson Raveesh Kumar described the engagement between Modi and Xi Jinping on the first day of the informal summit as highly productive. However, there was no official confirmation whether Modi and Xi Jinping discussed the Kashmir issue, which somehow strained ties between the two countries and even overshadows Xi Jinping's trip to this coastal town. It is widely speculated that the issue found mention in the conversation between the two leaders over dinner. Let's move on to the next news. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman on Friday lashed out at a delegate at a meeting with businessmen, entrepreneurs, CAs and others in Pune. In a video shared by the news agency, Nirmala Sitharaman is seen lashing out at a delegate for being harsh on the GST law. The man representing the Cost Accountant Association from Pune was addressing Nirmala Sitharaman over public concerns with regards to the goods and service tax. When the finance minister stopped him mid-sentence to correct him, the man said, "We know that the GST you want to increase ease of doing business, decrease complexity of the law, reduce corruption, litigation and smooth administration, and of course the government is interested in increasing the revenue." The delegate said he had 5 suggestions to give on the real problem makers in the GST law. He also claimed that the finance minister was not likely to take the suggestion in the right perspective because the officers did not. It is when he said that the government was being cursed by every stakeholder that Nirmala Sitharaman interrupted him. Nirmala Sitharaman argued that the GST law was passed after long deliberation and with the cooperation of various actors. She said, in this country, after a long time, with so many parties in the parliament, with all state governments working together, we have come up with something. And suddenly, sorry to say this, but we cannot say what a goddamn structure is this. She also said that the goods and service tax, even if it is faulty, cannot be damned as it has been passed by the parliament and in all the state assemblies. Let's hear what she said.
My question is relating to GST. It's a goods and simple tax. What we are presuming, or in the entire industry as a common people, everybody is expecting that it should be a goods and simple tax. We know the objective is the ease of doing business. You wanted to reduce complexity of law. At the same time, you wanted to reduce the litigation and the corruption and smooth administration. And of course, the government is interested to increase the revenue. But ma'am, sometimes what we have given has been not taken from that perspective. Now I am not putting all the facts before you. I am just asking you one time which you can allocate. We can come to Delhi. I am representing a Cost Accountant Association from Pune. Because there are 5 suggestions, ma'am, which you will not take it from that perspective. As officers don't take from that perspective. But they are the real, I will say they are the real problem making in the GST. If those concerns are addressed even without changing the law structure at all, Without changing that, it will reduce a lot of burden and everybody will be happy in that. Really, it will be termed as a goods and simple tax. As on today, everybody is cursing the government. Industry is cursing, consultants are cursing, auditors are cursing. Sorry, let me come to that.
No, you may conclude, but I'm sorry I object.
Okay.
I'm sure you have your experience based on which you're saying this. Okay. Suddenly, we can't suddenly say, oh, what a goddamn structure is this? It's giving us this pain, it is giving us... I'm sorry, yeah? It's only 2 years. I wish from day one it met with your satisfaction. But I'm sorry it is not met with your satisfaction.
Yeah, I'm sorry
but
if
you
you
together with all of us are party to it. Let's own it up. On GST, I honestly want each one of us to give us solutions for better compliance.
Yes, that is what my intention.
1 minute. Since you've been so harsh on the GST, to which all of us have a bit of a responsibility in this country. And I will do as much as is required to meet and hear everyone's views. But we can't just damn it. We can't just damn it. It's been passed in the parliament.
Yeah.
It's been passed in every state assembly. It might have its flaws. It might probably give you difficulties. But I'm sorry, it's a Qanun of this country. I would appeal to you all to work together to make sure that we are able to have a better framework if it's giving problems now. But don't damn it like that.
No, I'm saying people are making that opinion, whereas it is not like that. That is what I'm bringing to your notice.
All right, but the way you went about it didn't...
Let's move on to the next news. A section of Delhi Congress leaders on Friday demanded party in charge PC Chako's removal, accusing him of leaking a personal letter written by Sandeep Dixit, son of former Chief Minister Sheila Dixit. In a press conference, party leaders Mangat Ram Singhal, Kiran Walia and Delhi Congress spokesperson Ramakant Goswami and Jitendra Kochar also leveled allegations of corruption against PC Chako and demanded Congress President Sonia Gandhi to form a committee to probe the matter. The infighting within the Congress camp as contents of the letter written by Sandeep Dixit to PC Chako came to fore. According to Congress sources, in his letter, Sandeep Dixit held PC Chako responsible for the ill health and death of his mother and former Delhi Chief Minister Sheila Dixit. Sandeep Dixit raised certain matters which he did not want to divulge. He also said that the letter was not a legal notice and was addressed to PC Chako in person. After PC Chako said he had shared the letter with Congress President Sonia Gandhi, Sandeep Dixit said he did not know why Chako was trying to drag the Congress President in it. In response, Chako said that he did not want to disclose what is written in the letter. He thought it is appropriate to send it to the Congress President. The letter comes months after Sheila Dixit's demise. PC Chako had a bitter war of words with Sheila Dixit in her last days. Sheila Dixit was said to be upset with Chako for allegedly making media statements about her leadership and illness. Let's move on to the next news. The bitter feud between former Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister N. Chandrababu Naidu and his successor Jagan Mohan Reddy intensified on Friday after the TDP chief accused the new government in the state of implementing anti-people policies. The YSRCP government is implementing anti-people policies. Unnecessary and illegal cases are being filed on leaders of other parties. The police is creating unnecessary problems, and Naidu said that he is good to people who are good to me, but Jagan is acting like a psycho. Let's move on to the next news. The Congress on Friday demanded a white paper on Punjab Maharashtra Cooperative Bank scam to ascertain what had happened that led to a crisis in the bank and who were responsible for it. Congress spokesperson Gaurav Vallabh also accused the BJP government of ruining the financial sector in the country that has brought about a trust deficit in India's banking system among the people. He said people are anxious going by the scams and mergers happening in the banking sector that they do not know where to put their savings, as there could be restrictions on taking their money out. The Congress leader said that Finance Ministry and the RBI cannot absolve themselves from taking responsibility of the scam in the bank, as under the law, the central bank and the ministry is supposed to check the happening of any fraud and monitor the banks. Let us hear what Gaurav Vallabh said.
पंजाब एंड महाराष्ट्र कोऑपरेटिव बैंक, रोज हम अखबारों में, टीवी में एक वीडियो वायरल हुआ, मैंने भी देखा, एक महिला मोदी जी की तस्वीर में उनके पांव पड़ के, हाथ जोड़ के, अपने आंसू उनकी चरणों में डाके रो रही है कि ऐसा मैंने क्या गुनाह किया मोदी जी आपको वोट देके कि मैं मेरे खाते से पैसे नहीं निकाल सकती। वो आप सब लोगों ने देखी होगी। अब पंजाब एंड महाराष्ट्र कोऑपरेटिव बैंक में कल वित्त मंत्री जी ने अपनी प्रेस वार्ता की। क्या बोली प्रेस वार्ता में मैडम ये बोली कि वी आर नॉट रिस्पॉन्सिबल। अगर आप रिस्पॉन्सिबल नहीं हो मैम, आरबीआई और फाइनेंस मिनिस्ट्री रेस्पॉन्सिबल नहीं है, तो फिर आरबीआई ने रेस्ट्रिक्ट क्यों किया विड्रॉल को? Who is RBI to restrict withdrawal कि only 1,000 you can withdraw in next 6 months? Who is RBI to restrict that only 10,000 you can withdraw from your deposit account in next 6 months, and then later on it got increased to 25,000? Why you had restricted? If there is no responsibility of Reserve Bank of India and Ministry of Finance, why there you had given these type of directions? Responsibility है मैम। आपको जब भी कोई सवाल पूछते हैं, कभी मंदी का सवाल पूछते हैं तो ओला उबर के ऊपर चले जाते हो, कभी जॉब की बात पूछते हैं तो बोलते हैं मिलेनियल्स में योग्यता नहीं है। अब आप पीएमसी बैंक में बोल रहे हैं तो बोले हम रेस्पॉन्सिबल ही नहीं है। फाइनेंस मिनिस्ट्री बोल रही है रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया पीएमसी कोऑपरेटिव बैंक को रेगुलेट करने के लिए रेस्पॉन्सिबल नहीं है। ये कौन सा कानून?
Well, signs of economic slowdown became more pronounced after the country's industrial production or factory output measured by the Index of Industrial Production, that is IIP, registered its worst slump in more than 6 years in August. The IIP shrank by 1.1% in August compared with an expansion of 4.3% in July, according to data released by the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. It was the worst performance since a 4.4% contraction in November 2012. The Index of Industrial Production had expanded by 4.8% in August 2018. The United Nations is suffering from an acute fund crisis. Yes, you heard it right. As the world body is facing one of the worst budget crises in decades, it has announced some of the cutbacks, including no water in water coolers, stalled escalators, a cut down on hiring. UN Secretary General Antonio rolled out cutbacks such as a cut down on hiring, an end to water coolers, fewer flights and fewer documents and reports and translations. Given the grim UN budget scenario, the world body may now not have enough money to pay the staff salaries for next month. The core UN budget had a deficit of $139 million, Antonio said in a letter sent to the member states as of June 30. He said the UN has never faced such a difficult cash flow situation this early in the calendar year. He also said that the UN may not have enough money for staff salaries next month if member states don't pay what they owe to the United Nations. Well, according to the United Nations regulations, 112 out of 193 member states have so far paid their share of core budget. The United States, which is responsible for 22% of the budget, traditionally pays later because of its budget year. Well, that's all for the headlines today. For more news and updates, you can log on to www.hwnews.in. Now, you can also download our app on your Android Play Store and Apple Store. And do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter.